What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got another little quick overview for you of a really cool knife that was sent to me by none other than Mr. Eddie. If you want to check him out, he is linked down below. Check him out on Instagram. He's also in the Discord. Hell, he helped build the Discord, so definitely give a shout out to Mr. Eddie if you can. Thanks to people like him that let me borrow really cool knives like this. It's the only reason I can take a look at them, right? So appreciate you, Eddie. And hey, thanks to all my channel members, Patreons, everybody that's watching, subscribers. You guys are awesome. You can join the channel, become a member of the Knights. Check out the little tab down below, should be down there somewhere. Hit the like button if you like the content. Subscribe if you want more of it. Really appreciate it, guys. All right, so that is it for the intro. Let's get down to what this is. This is a pretty awesome knife, right? I never thought I'd get a chance to handle the first one, let alone the second one when they came out with this not too long ago. This is, of course, the Oz Machine Company Roosevelt XL, the large version of the Roosevelt. Let's check out the packaging. They swapped over to these pouches a while back. I don't know how long ago. I don't really frequently buy stuff from Oz Machine Company, not because I don't want to, just because they tend to be expensive. These are higher end USA made knives. 100% of the knives made in the US. They got a little shop in Attica, Indiana, and do a lot of really awesome work. The Roosevelt kind of took the custom / semi-custom, whatever you want to call it, knife market by storm when it came out not too long ago, and this is a larger version of it. So inside, I don't want to even open this up, but inside of here you got like kind of like the little pamphlet information on it, and here is the all the information on the knife itself. Roosevelt XL is the model, knife number 435, the born on date 11/4/24, fairly new one, right? Information on it: 62 to 63 HRC on a 20 CV blade, zigzag milling, all tie construction, and there's the maker's signature right there. So that's pretty cool. Thought I'd show off some of the packaging that came with it. Pretty neat. So the Oz Machine Company Roosevelt XL. What's different about this one compared to the regular Roosevelt? Let's go ahead and get into specs. You'll probably be able to see a lot of that on the overview. A lot of the spec differences. Number one would be the overall length, right? So the XL is coming in at an overall length of right at 8.5 inches, maybe give or take a little bit, but right at 8.5 inches. Blade length on it, you're looking at 3 3/4. If you go all the way back to where it meets up with the handle, where the blade meets up with the handle scale right there. Sharpened edge length on it, right at 3 3/4. If you measure diagonally, the belly, right? Measure it that way. But if you go in a straight line, you are looking at, I'd say, right around 3 5/8. Yeah, right around 3 5/8 on the sharpened edge length. Thanks to that forward choil right there. Go ahead and get the calibers out here. Make sure they're zeroed out. Be pretty gentle on this one. I definitely don't want to scratch up the finish on Mr. Eddie's Roosevelt XL. 127 thousandths blade stock thickness, thickest part of the spine right behind the edge. This is definitely the factory edge on it, and you're looking at right around 15 thousandths. What I got right there, let me double check that. 17 thousandths, so pretty thin behind the edge. And the handle thickness on the XL, right around 440 thousandths. So not too thick, you know. I mean, it's definitely a broad blade on it. So that's it for the calibers. Let's go ahead and do a size comparison. We'll do out. I'm not even going to edit that. We'll get out the usual suspects first. That is the Cold Steel Knives 8010. So you can see it's definitely a an XL size knife, you know, large to extra large size knife. That's a Demco Knives 8020.5, the slicer version. Do a little quick check on the thickness here. So you can kind of see right there That 8010 is still a lot thicker than the Roosevelt XL. Let's see, let's get a couple more out. Let's go with the Ontario Knives Rat Model 1 and the Ontario Knives Rat Model 2. Alright, definitely see a a difference between the regular Roosevelt, right? If you watch my review of the regular Roosevelt, or if you own one and you're familiar with it, definitely a pretty good difference between that and the XL. We'll show the regular one here in a minute. Here is the Spyderco Knives Paramilitary 2, Spyderco Knives Pair 3. Let's get out, let's see, a couple of more higher end knives here. These also, of course, on loan to me from Mr. Eddie. That is the Hypercut Biku. I think that's how you say it. And here is the Shuragorov. I think that's the Ursus is what that one is, I believe. It's an eKnives exclusive. Still got to do a review on both of those, but yeah, you can see, look at that. Definitely can tell the difference, right? And last but not least, let's get out the regular Roosevelt. I'm going to do a quick size comparison on it. I'm going to have a video coming out not too long after this, shooting for actually, if you're watching this on a Saturday, the comparison video should be out tomorrow. So right there is the regular Roosevelt compared to the Oz Machine Roosevelt XL. That's pretty much it for your size comparisons. Get out the scale here, see what the weight is on this bad boy. Pretty light, man. I mean, this is an incredibly broad blade. Definitely an acquired taste for sure. But let's see what the weight on. I don't know. I got some internal milling. Yeah, they do have some internal milling going on inside of there. I'm gonna guess, and I'm probably gonna be way off like normal, but I can guess it right around 4.5 ounces would be my guess. Yeah, I'm pretty much off on that. 5.1 ounces. Yeah, 5.1 ounces. So definitely over the ounce and inch ratio for that one. But still not too terribly bad to carry in pocket. I mean, definitely know you've got it. I wouldn't carry it in you know, some jogging pants or gym shorts or anything like that, although you could. It's not ridiculously heavy, but it is a little on the heavier side, being as how it's an XL knife, right? So let's go ahead and do the blue jeans, do the pocket check, see what it sits like in the pocket. All right, so putting in the pocket, not too bad. Mill titanium clip that matches the handle scales. That's how it's sitting. Not deep carry, but doesn't stick out like an incredible amount, right? So pretty nice little pocket clip that they put on there. The blue jeans up. We'll do a hardware check. That's a T8. I don't know. It might be a T8, might not. Let me check that out here. Yeah, that's a T8. T8 on the body screws, T8 on the pivot, and pocket clip screws. Like the pocket clips inset. I don't know if that is reversible or not. I'm not sure on that. I don't think it is, right, because of the point where it's at over here. There's no hole on it, right? So I think this is right-handed tip up only carry. So something to keep in mind if you're a lefty and you're thinking about getting an Oz Machine Roosevelt. You're about to spend, you know, however much money. I mean, these go for crazy prices. I think the price on them, I don't know what the original price on there on the Roosevelt is. I would say on the Roosevelt XL, I'm thinking around $850 or $900, but maybe more than that. I know on the secondary they get stupid high as far as the prices go, because they're very, very hard to get. This is a knife that they have lotteries on to try to get an opportunity to buy the knife. So it's definitely something to keep in mind, though, if you are left-handed. Really nice flushed out back spacer right there. I really like that. I like the finish on the whole knife overall. Like the handle matches the kind of stonewash look on the blade itself. really nice zigzag pattern. I guess I should probably go ahead and say that this is the review portion of it, my opinion on it, right? Trying to kind of specify the difference between the beginning of my knife reviews and which is what I would call an overview, and this being a review. But this is definitely, now that the specs are out of the way, more along the lines of my opinion of the knife. I really like this one. Pretty big fan of it. I don't know about the price tag. I mean, I guess it's all relative to what your budget is, first of all, and what you really like. So if I had unlimited funds, this would definitely be one that I would put in my collection. But I am not budgeted that way at this point in my life. So anyway, that being said, ergonomics, man, you can choke back on it. You know, choke back's not really uncomfortable or anything like that. Get a full 4-finger grip on it. Choke back. I wear a large size glove. I have I guess average size hands, I don't know, but choked up's where it's at on this one. Those ergonomic lines, the same as the original Roosevelt. You can choke up on it really good. Get in there for some detailed cuts. Really comfortable jimping right along here on the handle and on the spine, going up to about 25% or so of the way up. So you can get in there really comfortable and get a good grip on it. These are all, of course, contoured, smooth, chamfered. All the fanciness that goes into a larger knife like this is definitely way out of my budget realm, and a lot of people's budget realm, right? But all those stops they definitely pulled out on this knife. I think they did an excellent job making it. Those handle scales, that zigzag pattern is what they're calling it, I think is really nice, and I think that kind of matches that blade really good. Got a nice swedge up top, right? That comes from the flat on the top of the spine, goes to a swedge right there. Really nice blade shape. Got your standard Roosevelt shaped opening hole. Really great action on this one as well. These are running on multi-row bearings. Once you clear that detent, which is about right there, the blade is so large that it kind of glides shut every time. Pretty cool. Trying to show that the camera's pointing down, so trying to show that. One thing that is a little bit different than the other one is it, to me, is a lot easier to front flip than the other one, so than the original Roosevelt. So front flipping it, and you can do it like that, fairly easy. Really large jimping notches up top, so it makes that front flipping quite easy on there, right? I think that was really cool. Although you can, again, front flip the original Roosevelt. Reverse flicking, you can put your finger right there on the top of that fuller hole, reverse flick it out. Pretty easy. Put your fingernail under there and reverse flick it. You can slow roll it, and of course the front flipping method with your thumb works really well on there. So yeah, again, the pocket clip not reversible. That's kind of a bummer. T8 hardware all the way around. That's pretty cool. Wish the pivot had some kind of logo or something like that to, you know, make it known that it's a captive pivot. I think it is a captive pivot. It should be, but not 100% on that either. Really nice lock bar engagement there. All right. Again, just an overall smooth knife. If you like the Roosevelt, but you want something that is larger than the Roosevelt, this XL is where it's at. I mean, this thing is very, very comfortable, very, very nice. Very fidgety too, you know. Actuates with ease. detent on it, even though it's a large blade. Really good. Detent's holding in there exactly what you would expect from a higher end knife like this. So yeah, I would say for the money, I would not, I don't think I can recommend this because it's so expensive, but if you have that kind of money to spend on a really nice American made folding knife, I don't think you'll be let down by the Oz Machine Roosevelt XL. So that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate y'all watching the video. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you're not, hit the like button. If you haven't hit it already, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks.